Toyota might be facing one of its biggest challenges in years. Over 1 million cars, some of the company's most trusted models, are being recalled for a safety issue that's leaving many drivers shocked. The problem? A simple piece of software inside the backup camera system. Now, that might sound small, but in a world where every second behind the wheel counts, this glitch could mean the difference between safety and disaster. So, how did the world's most reliable car brand end up here? Let's take a closer look. For decades, the name Toyota has been synonymous with reliability. It's the brand your parents trusted, the car that just keeps going, and the one you buy when you want peace of mind. But even the giants of the automotive world aren't immune to the modern car's Achilles heel: complex software. This isn't a mechanical failure, it's a digital one, and it's hitting the company where it hurts most: safety and trust. If you've ever trusted your rearview camera in a crowded parking lot or relied on that screen to navigate a tight spot, you know how essential it is. It's no longer a luxury, it's a mandated safety feature. This whole situation started quietly, with a trickle of customer complaints about their backup camera screens freezing, flickering, or simply going black when they shifted into reverse. For a while, these were isolated incidents, perhaps dismissed as a minor electronic hiccup, but the pattern grew, and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or NHTSA, started paying attention. The core issue, as identified by Toyota, Lexus, and Subaru, who is also involved because of their partnership on models like the Subaru Solterra and Toyota BZ4X, lies in the software of the camera system. Specifically, when the vehicle is shifted into reverse, the camera image may not display, or worse, it might display a frozen image from a previous moment. Think about that for a second. You're backing up, you glance at the screen, and you see a clear path, but that image is actually a few seconds old. That's a recipe for a fender bender, or far worse, a serious accident involving a pedestrian or a child. The scope of this recall is massive, affecting over 1 million vehicles in the US alone. We're talking about the backbone of Toyota's lineup: the RAV4, the Highlander, the Camry, the Prius, and even luxury models from Lexus. These are the cars millions of Americans rely on every single day. The affected model years span from 2020 to 2022, meaning relatively new vehicles are suddenly facing a critical safety flaw. The official response from Toyota has been swift, acknowledging the problem and announcing the recall. They've stated that the fix is a simple software update, which dealers will perform free of charge. Owners are being notified by mail, and the company is urging them to bring their vehicles in as soon as possible. But that's not the whole story. While a software update sounds easy, the sheer volume of vehicles involved creates a logistical nightmare for dealerships. And for the owners, it's an immediate erosion of confidence. This recall is a stark reminder that in the age of the software-defined car, even the most reliable brands are vulnerable to digital bugs. The broader impact of this recall is significant, stretching across financial, safety, and public relations fronts. Financially, recalls are expensive, involving parts, labor, and administrative costs. But the real cost is the damage to the brand's reputation. Toyota has built its empire on the promise of quality and safety. This incident, especially one involving a critical safety feature mandated by law, chips away at that foundation. Public reaction online has been a mix of frustration and resignation. Many owners are annoyed by the inconvenience of having to schedule a service appointment for a new car. Others are expressing genuine concern about the safety implications, questioning how such a fundamental flaw could pass quality control. It's not the first time Toyota has faced this kind of issue, of course. We all remember the massive unintended acceleration recalls from over a decade ago, which forced the company to overhaul its quality control processes. This current issue, while different in nature, carries a similar weight of public scrutiny. It highlights a growing industry-wide challenge. As cars become more like computers on wheels, the complexity of the software increases the risk of these kinds of widespread, critical bugs. The industry is moving towards over-the-air updates, which could fix problems like this instantly, but many of these affected models still require a physical visit to the dealership. This gap between current technology and future capability is costing Toyota millions and shaking consumer trust. So what does this all mean for the road ahead? This recall could redefine how Toyota handles safety software in the future, potentially accelerating their shift towards more robust over-the-air update capabilities. It serves as a warning sign for the entire industry. Software quality is now just as important as engine quality. The takeaway here is that no brand, not even Toyota, is immune to the digital age's challenges. The cars we drive are safer than ever, but that safety is increasingly dependent on lines of code, not just steel and glass. Now, we turn the question over to you. Would you still trust Toyota after this, or is this a small glitch that you'd expect from any modern car? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you own one of these affected models, tell us about your experience. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and receive the most important news from the automotive world, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. That way you won't miss our next in-depth analysis.